Hey guys, Big J here, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Well, round 9's done and dusted, and let's see how the team went. This week we scored 2,214 points. Wasn't too bad, I think we just hit above par. So our season rank is 2003, pretty happy about that, and we went up 380 points. Which was pretty surprising considering I thought our above par or just on par score meant that I might actually go down. But I think there must have been a few stinkers this week, so let's look at how the team's going. In the back line, we have Lloyd, Stewart, and Laird. Wow, hundreds from all three, and I'm pretty happy. Definitely happy with the 120 from Laird. I think as a defender, he's definitely worth the money. And if you don't have him, price of 525, you got to get him in after the buys if you don't have him. He really should have close to like 80 or 90% ownership, but there's some crazy people out there that just don't have him. Short did really well. Was a little bit worried about him and Julian, who was going to get more points, but Short seems to have taken most of the cake, so I'm pretty happy about that. Ridley with a 105, showing some loyalty there, which is really good, and Giath. Poor Giath. He came in, got bumped by... got bumped in the North game. Went off for about 20 minutes, then came back and scored a 61, so wasn't too bad. Taron Thomas, that's who it was. Sorry about that, North fans. Jack McRae, so 115's pretty good. Happy with the Oliver 140, can't complain. Walsh with the 111, not too bad. I think he was one of the highest scoring in the Carlton team, so pretty happy. Bloody Zach Merritt though, boys. He just can't handle a tag. I know that like half the AFL doesn't tag, so Merritt should be getting like 100 this week, but yeah, it's a bit disappointing. He's going to be an alright M8, but you know, starting him over someone like a Lyons or even a McRae really hurts. Tom Powell with the 45. I think he's got to go this week. His break-even something like 103. So he's done his job. He's made us money. James Jordan, happy with the 96. If you do not have Jordan in your team, you're in trouble. Because this kid is going to get to like 450k. Scott did well with the 57. I think he's on the block this week as well. Collier Dawkins. So last week we brought in Poulter and I had one trade left. I was eyeing up, do I trade up Warner or trade him down? We ended up trading him down, hence the 430k in the bank, and Collier Dawkins scored at 88. So I'm pretty happy. He's really taken to Richmond's midfield, and yeah, looking for him to make a lot more money coming forward, so pretty happy about that. Brockman, McRae and Fife on the bench. Really hope Brockman and McRae get a game soon. Would love to get their cash gen back up and running, but you know, I'm not the coach of their team, so all they can do is do well in the VFL, and then the coach has got to pick them. So yeah, Grundy did really well. Well, not really well. Grundy and Gawn have actually been a bit of a disappointment. So you expect a 130, maybe a 140 if you're lucky, and a 109 and a 117 just hurts. I don't know what's happening in their teams. I know Collingwood stink and like maybe Grundy's just not getting the hit-outs to advantage anymore that he used to get. And similar to Gawn, but, you know, you pay uber premium prices for a reason. Happy Flynn played, scored a 103. Hopefully he stays in the side. Dominated, even with Briggs in the team. And with Mumford in there, Flynn could easily play a forward role. I think he scored a couple of goals as well. So, there's some stat going around that when GWS play him, he's 0-3. And then when they play Mumford, they win. But I don't think it's his fault. Zeeble did well. I'm a little bit worried about North's backline. You've got Aiden Core coming back at some point. Robbie Tarrant should be back soon. Luke McDonald's back training now, so he could lose a fair share of his points because he did dominate early because he was basically the only senior player in the backline. But we'll just see how it goes. Everyone's got him, and he should at least be an an F4 and F5. So pretty happy. Zorko with the big 140. So these pods coming in. The forward line is just in tatters. Butters is out, Marshall's out now, a few other players, Bolton's still injured. So these kind of guys that you might have but others don't, popping out 140s, I'm pretty happy. Similar to what I said last week with Giath and Impey. Impey scored at 82. They're playing down in Tassie in Launceston. There's not space to run around. So look at them scoring really well this week with MCG. Hopefully both picked. Yeah, he'll bounce back 100 plus, we'll see. And Dusty Martin. So I watched the game, and Dusty scored 4 goals. So I'm pretty happy. He won't do it every week. I think it's a bit of a mistake to jump on him now. I probably would wait until his bye, or at least wait a couple more weeks to see if he can keep up this scoring, because like I said, he won't score 4 goals every week. He did get 20 odd touches, which is nice, but yeah, they kind of let him at the end, and he just started piling on points. So it's good for me because I'm own him. I've held him since round 2, but yeah. Atkins. All I can do is shake my head, mate. He's the most annoying second half of the game player I've ever seen in Supercoach. Starts up with like a 30 or 40 coming into half time and then scores 30 points for the rest. I got to start really watching what he's doing. Maybe he goes into a tagging role like I've spoken about before, but his scoring just goes. So what can you do? And Poulter. So 66 from the rookie is pretty good, and I'm happy. McCreary scored 44. I think he stays in the team. And then Waterman dominated on the weekend. So I know there was an article by the AFL, like they show every Monday. Hey, who's done well on the weekend and who should be coming in? And Waterman was named in there. So let's hope he comes in and can score us some more points. So as we saw in the thumbnail, we're going to double upgrade this week. Tom Powell's going to go. And we're going to trade Scott. So moving Poulter to the midfield, we're going to bring in 2 players. So we're going to bring in Big Jared Lyons. His scoring's insane. It's crazy, crazy, crazy scoring. I don't think he's had a single game this year under 100. And if you don't own him, you really should. Really low ownership. Let's just check. Wow, 1.9%, boys. Nope, no, that's not right. What did I do there? Yeah. So 3.8%. It's definitely gone up. I think it was about 2% before, but people are jumping on him. 3-round average of 135, and they're playing Richmond this week. He should go pretty big. I think Lyons is one of those players that doesn't get tagged, and when they try, it just doesn't work. So, pretty stable player coming forward. Oh, and coming up next, we're going to bring in Big... Oh, you might have guessed it, Big Nick Hind. So, 2 weeks ago, I should have picked him over Atkins. I didn't, and it's hurt me ever since. Hind gets a lot of the ball, plays the side role at Essendon, and just dominates. Gets the ball in the back line, gets the ball coming forward. I think he may have even tried to kick a goal on the weekend, and super low ownership. So that's going to jump up this week, and coming into the next few weeks, as teams upgrade as players upgrade their teams. But getting on that early really helps. So jump on the Hind train if you're not there. So this week, I think we're most likely going to put the VC on Lions, and then we'll swap Poulter in there and put the big E on Poulter. So hopefully he plays, otherwise we'll see how we go. Lions is playing first, so that's really good for us, and then we might swing him into a Grundy as well. So no live set because he's out suspended, and yeah, I think Grundy could have a field day. Let me know how your teams went, guys. The buy rounds are coming up, so make sure you've got cash and you've got trades in the bank. I'm looking to use about 6 or 7 and then have my team finished by then. So, like, share and subscribe, and have a nice day. Bye.